Talk about crossing the line. Some of the things I suppose you need to be careful on, and is things like computer misuse acts or malicious communication. Something posting stuff online that can be proved to be untrue. That you could commit offences there.
Yeah.
There's harassment if you keep on posting stuff about a certain person. You know, there's little things to watch out. Is public order if you put
I understand.
It's like and then our world then it can come into like the terrorism act offences are things like if you some groups in the UK are what's called prescribed, so you support them or kind of show support for them. So if there's a group that you start to follow.
Well, I'm not supporting the KKK.
I know. Combat 18 and all these kind of groups and stuff. But if it's something that you like, so they're looking into, and then you share something from them without realising you're a prescribed group, that can get yourself in trouble as well. So that's some of the things to look out for.
I got it. Yeah.
And I always say, don't always listen to what you hear as well. Do your own research as well, because it's like Chinese whispers, and it's gossip, and then it just it's exaggeration, and people add a bit on because
I think for me, if I'm posting about a specific person, it will be only and only because I know there are fake accounts and they are run by them, and I'll tell you why. Because there are a lot of personal information that only these people know, right? If they are not affiliated with it, if they're not affiliated with these accounts, then why they have on the back of it they've blocked me. Like I wanted to speak to them and say, why are you leaking my personal information? They don't want to do anything with it. I know that there are, and a lot of them, if you compare me to the people who are actually making these accusations against me, I know a lot of them are converted Muslims, and a lot of them are criminals. They went to jail, they found Islam, and they're like, oh my God, I found God in it. Well, you are a criminal, I don't care. I'm not going to murder someone and go in and be like, hey, guess what guys, I found God and I'm out, I'm a good person. No, you're not. You killed somebody. And it stays as simple as that. I don't believe anybody can kill somebody or rape someone and come up and be like, I'm a changed man. No, you're never gonna. In my eyes, it's my opinion, you will never ever change. So these are some of the criminals. These are some of the criminals who have become Muslim now, and they wanted to act, they're some better being than everyone else. And just because I say something against them, if they stop leaking my personal thing, I don't mind if they say anything to me. They have been saying a lot of things about me, about my accent. I don't mind. But the moment they start leaking my family members' names, attacking my family members directly, saying nonsense about them, of course, I don't report it. Like I said, I don't report it because I know who these people are, and I just reply to them. But when they know that I'm getting to them, that's when they start calling the police. Or he figured out that we are sitting behind these fake accounts. Because with the fake account, when you're on a fake account, you say a lot of things that you can't say with your own account. For me, I have my own account. My name is there, my face is there, my cars are there, everything is there. You can find me very easily. My YouTube channel is associated with my ex account as well, so I'm not hiding anything. And I, if anything, like I said, if these people leave me alone, if these people let me do what I'm doing and not interfere with my personal life, which they have, if they wouldn't do that, I have no reason for doing this. Why would I do this? Why would I go and attack you? If I go and say something about you, you don't even know me, yes, then I'm attacking you 100%. But when you are coming from a community, right, talking against that community and the wrongdoings of that community, and they want to come out and give your personal, information to people so they can attack you for it, obviously they will call the police. I like you said, why haven't I reported it? Because I didn't see the need of it. I just thought it's stupid, silly things online. People say people do, and
it's affecting your daily life, and you feel harassed by it.
No, I will. Yeah, and now I will report it definitely because obviously you guys have turned up here. That means somebody has made a complaint. So I will definitely. No, I know, but it is something that bring it to your attention that there's a racist there.
But I do think you do need to report it because there needs a log of it.
So
you've got.
And every time, so if you think you've been harassed at a specific time, you meet out in the car, down the streets, or the shops, whatever, document it, time it, so you're a complete audit trail of what's happening.
Definitely.
So when you do report it, find the police when you decide to.
Okay.
You've got a documentary evidence and it's audit trail of, and it's checkable as well.
No, that's fine. Yeah, of course I do. Like I said, look, I've got nothing but respect for the police. I've got nothing but respect to you because you guys are here doing your job, and I'll treat you with respect. Obviously. I just don't understand the line, but I get it when you're telling me. I do understand that. Obviously, I'll try my best.
You've got the far right, but you've got the extreme far right.
We just don't want to go
for them, I'm super far right. That's what they told me. They said to me, I'm super far right. So that's what they said to me. So
not further extreme,
or it's beyond extreme. I'll tell you that.
So what's your political opinion stance?
So my political opinions stand with everything that's going on. I think if there are criminals, they need to be called out as criminals. So I don't know, a lot of people will agree or disagree with this, But I know there is a problem with the Pakistani rape grooming gangs, and it is a fact. And me as a Pakistani, I say yes, it is true. If anybody says otherwise, oh, you can't, it's not. They're not saying that all Pakistanis are rapists, but they are saying that the majority of them in these cities, in these cases, are Pakistani. So yeah, for me, my political opinion is, if these are the Pakistani rapist gangs, we should say as it is. Because when you say Asian raping gangs,
but where's your proof for that? If you
the proof, there's plenty
of that.
Yeah, there's plenty of proof.
Where is the proof for it?
So whenever I post something,
very careful doing things like that.
No, I know, but there is plenty of proof.
Evidential proof behind it.
There is plenty.
Grooming gangs across the country.
No, there is. Like I said, okay, and I'll tell you this.
Right, which has been convicted of.
All right.
Right, other grooming gangs in other parts of the country.
Yes.
Would be found to be untrue.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
So get your facts straight.
No, so I'll say this. When I say about Pakistani grooming gangs, yes, you're right. There are whites, there are Sikhs, there are Indians. But the reason why I speak about Pakistani Muslim grooming rapist gangs is because I am a Pakistani, and I'll tell you why. So it's different, obviously, because you know Pakistan. You understand. For me, I understand the fact. If I sit down quietly and say, look, I'm not doing it. None of my uncles and aunties are doing it. None of my brothers and sisters are doing it. My father is not doing it. Why do I care? If they want to say Asian gang, let them say it. The only reason why I come out and say, yes, it is a problem with the Pakistani community, because I, as Pakistani, I know there is a problem, and we don't only have a problem in the UK, we have a problem in Saudi Arabia, that's where I live. We have a problem in Pakistan, that is where my grandparents are from. So, and they still live there. So for me, yes, I need to come out and condemn people from my own community. That's what they say. You need to clean your house first before you go clean someone else's house. I can't be on the street saying, oh, there's a white grooming gang, or there's an Indian grooming gang. People will say, oh, what about your own grooming gang? But if I'm condemning them first, and then I'm moving on to others, yes, of course, but I need to condemn from my own people. The same way, if you come here and tell me, oh no, Pakistan is so good, Pakistan is this, and I will ask you, have you ever lived in Pakistan? You're like, no. So I say, yeah, so of course your knowledge is very less than mine. And the same way, I wouldn't tell you about the British culture. I'm not British. But I can't sit here and tell the British people, oh, you know what, this is what I think it is, because not. I'm not British. I'm not from here. Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying you.
But there's good and bad in all cultures.
No, exactly. Look, I'm a Pakistani. If I'm doing anything against the Pakistani, I need to know that I will be one of them as well. I will be. But that's why I say to all the Pakistani, you need to stand out. You need to call wrong where is wrong. Doesn't matter if it's white, black, brown, whoever is doing it. But for us, the problem is the main majority of issue that came around the grooming gangs is because I have actually met some of the people who have survived the grooming gangs. Some of them were in the demonstration, and they have survived by the Pakistanis. Of course, then there is the proof. That is my proof, and that's all the proof I need. And I don't even need to know the whole proof, because I am from that community. I know exactly what it is that is going on in that community, because I have lived in that community. When I went to the...
What have you done to stop it? If you know who these people are,
and I've reported them. Yeah, of course I reported them. So when I was in Saudi Arabia, from the age of 11 till 16, I went to a madrasa, which is an Islamic school, and there were these Afghanis, Pakistanis, and Bangladeshis teachers, right? They used to sexually harass me, right? 5 days a week, from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. It wasn't like a full penetration, because I was a young kid. They'll make me sit on the lap, and they'll move me there. And when I don't know what was going on, because in Saudi Arabia, they did not give us the sex education. And you won't believe it, that I did not know this till the age of 22. By the time I found out, I was in London, I went back and I looked for them and I reported them, but they were long gone. So for me, my mission is, every time I see something is happening and there is plenty of proof of it, I will 100% go there and I say, this person, because it happened to me and people have gotten away with it, I don't want these people getting away with it. For me, this is the biggest statement I'll make, because it happened to me. I don't want anybody else going through the same thing. And it happened to me when I was a kid. I was a child. I did not know what was going on. Like plenty of young girls that face these things in there, they don't know what's going on. They've been given drugs, free booze, free this, free that, and they're kids, they go for it, and then they're being blamed. They should not get the blame for it. So for me, when you say, where is the facts? These are the facts. And if you see these lines in there, right? This is my beaten scar. When I was young, every single time, I used to think that these teachers were doing something wrong. This is what they used to do to me. They used to beat me to a point where I couldn't even walk. And this happened to me for 4 years. So do you think, and I mean, me knowing these people have gotten away with it, do you think that I'll be okay listening, watching on the TV, actually meeting the people who've been raped by these monsters, by these Pakistani monsters, and I wouldn't say anything? I will raise my voice. As a Pakistani, I will tell them, this is what it is. If you want to put me in jail for it, I'm more than happy to go. But I will tell you what, if I see a Pakistani doing anything, I will start from there. I won't go looking anywhere else, but I will go looking in my own community because I know it happens. And I will stop them, right? Either being on X, either raising my voice, either reporting them. If I see them, I report them. I will go against them, I don't care. I am not scared of these people. So for me doing this, and people are reporting me, calling me a racist, I don't have my facts, I got my facts straight. I've got my facts. More than anybody of these people defending these rapists, these Pakistani rapists by saying, oh, all of them are not like this, you don't have proof. No, you can't say that. You cannot tell somebody you've been raped, or you know what, because you don't have proof, unfortunately, you need to look at the guy you're talking about. Does he have a criminal history? Do you think he could have done it? Plenty of them, I would say yes, they could have done it. They have criminal records. These are people who have been to jail, came out of jail. And for people saying, oh, we don't think you have done it. No. Once a criminal, always a criminal.